Yes, people, welcome back to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Now, this week, we've got Oakbourne and Coronation Championship action between Orton United against Vibez FC. Now, less of me pattying. Let's get straight into the action. Faniel picking up the ball centre of the park, plays into Jits, but the Orton boys letting the Vibez FC boys know they got a game on their hands. Now, Vibez FC do try to retain possession and play out from the back, but pressure put on there by striker Carl and more pressure put on by the midfield boys. Orton pick up possession. I believe that's Walker on the ball, centre of the park, plays out to this left hand side just in front of the camera. Malks comes out to put a bit of pressure on. JR's there to back him up as well. Decent footwork there again by Walker, but Malks has had enough of it, lets him know they're in the game as well. Now over on that far side, you've got number 99 Bones, plays it back to Faniel, who looks for the option to the back post, but just out of camera shot, Lionel's been in the stationary set again, got that ruler out, put the flag up, offside, straight as an arrow. Now Faniel picking up the ball centre of the park once again, plays it out to this left hand side. I do believe that's Bones, who plays it inside to JR, who's on as an option, but Ali, credit where it's due, sticks his foot in, picked up by striker Carl, out to that right hand side to the right wing. I believe his name's Tyler, who whips his cross in first time, but it is defended well by Yusuf. Now another one of those infamous long throw-ins about to be tossed into the box, dealt with first of all by captain Manny. Bones tries to help it on, picked up and retrieved again by the Orton back line, played into number 15 Harry, who tries to help it on into Ollie's path, but Raggy's off his line early doors. Now a free kick to the Vibez FC boys. You got Malks standing over it, looking for options inside of the box. Referee blows his whistle. Malks whips it in, but it's dealt with by the Orton defence. Now another free kick just inside the centre circle. Left peg of Faniel this time. More decent defending there by the Orton back line, who do manage to clear it, and the Vibez FC boys have got to start again. Now right back Mason misplaces his pass and it's intercepted there by Bones. You got Jits that goes on a little run, plays it back out to this left hand side to Faniel once again, inside to Malks with a lovely little ball through the eye of the needle. Jits is onside, lovely little footwork to get past Mason once again, keeps the ball in, but more decent defending there by the Orton back line. Great tackle that is. Now I remember having a conversation with Chief after he announced that he's going to be managing Vibez FC, and I did ask him how he's going to set his team out. He did say, Faz, it's all about playing out from the back and playing through the thirds. Now, nothing comes of this next stage of play, but I think I get your idea, Chief. Now, during my time at Birmingham Elite, we did play Orton United in a couple of friendlies. The one thing I do know is they love a tackle and they're durable. Now, from that resulting throw-in, just out of camera shot, ball is tossed into the box. Decent defending by, I believe that's number 12, Ben. Bones managed to keep the ball alive and keeps it in the danger area. Referee eventually does blow up for a foul on the edge of the 18-yard box, for a foul on Malks. Now both Faniel and Malks standing over this free kick, but with it favouring the left footer and Faniel having a wonderful left foot. Malks steps away from it. Referee blows his whistle. Faniel about to step up, gets his shot away just wide of the left post. Now Raggy into the feet of Tams. Little cheeky flick to get past their left winger Harry, and Tams retains possession. Now JR into captain Manny, who they call the cheat code, into Malks. Lovely little flick around the back to try and play in Tams, but defensive duties picked up well enough by left winger Harry, sees it out for a throw-in. Now another throw-in just to be tossing out a camera shot, looking for the head of Manny, who gets his head on it, but he goes wide. But credit where it's due to captain Manny, puts the burners on, goes and retrieves the seconds, whips it into the box once again, but it is dealt with this time by Orton, and they do clear their lines. Now for my first now you see it, now you don't, now you see it, now you don't. Absolutely naughty feat that is by midfielder Ali. JR, I apologise. Now Dala, who picks up the ball in the pocket, always going to be strong on the ball, back into JR's feet. Eventually the ball is scooped up by the keeper Mossy. And as we go back down the other end, you got Ali that whips the ball out to that right hand side. Whipped him first time, looking for number 12 Ben, who puts it over the bar. Now fast forward a couple of minutes, ball played into Dala De Bruyne, who's always going to be solid when you look at the size of him. Plays it back into Faniel, who tries to whip a ball into the box with that left peg. Decent defending once again. Ball picked up by Malks. Plays it back into Manny, who gets it out of his feet. Gets his shot away, but that Water midfielder doing just enough to make him put it over the bar. Now free kick to be taken by, I believe that's Bowles, who plays one over the top into the path of Carl, who managed to keep the ball in play. Decent enough footwork, but Yusuf doing his defensive duties well enough, shepherds him out. Ben tries to get his shot away. JR picks up the bits, looks for Dala, but it's picked up by that Orton back line. Now if that Megs earlier from Ali wasn't enough to go by, this little Mirandrian run that he goes on in a moment just shows that the kid wants it a bit more than the Vibez FC players. Decent this is. Now another free kick to be taken by that one of the left foot by Bowles once again. Seeks out to this right hand side. Just out of camera shot, I do apologise. Into the path of Carl once again. But credit where it's due to Bones doing his defensive duties. Sees the ball out for a corner. Now corner to be whipped in by Ali, but it doesn't beat the first man. Faniel gets his clearance in. I believe that's number 15 Harry once again that keeps the ball alive and recycles it back out to Ali, who tries once again, but that's decent defending by Faniel. Now we're about 40 minutes into the first half at this point, and neither team being able to break the deadlock. Manny whipping the ball and looking for Malks, but his header goes wide. Now one thing I did notice is the long ball over the top was absolutely killing Vibez FC. They wasn't able to deal with the first headers. Bouncing into the path of Carl once again. I believe that's Bones coming over to cover, slides in, cross comes into the box, but Raggy's got it covered. Now another opportunity presented to the Orton United boys. Ali standing over the free kick once again. Referee blows his whistle. Ali whips it into the box, bounces, and that could have gone anywhere. Now 43 minutes into the game, Tams plays one back into Malks, who cross comes shot. Could have ended up in the back of the onion bag. Had Mossy worried for a second. Now I did say earlier that Orton were durable and they love the tackle. One thing I did notice in this game though is that they are decent on the ball as well. Ali into Harry, happy to retain possession. They did look for the outlook up top once again, and I believe that's number 12 Ben. Manny stands him up, tries to get his cross in, but he slips, and Tams deals with the seconds. Now we are a few seconds from the referee ready to blow his whistle for the half-time break, and we are going to go in at half-time. Orton United 0, Vibez FC 0. Now with no half-time team talks this week, I'm trying to get your attention, people. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. There's a lot of people that are watching these videos but aren't subscribed at the minute. Come on, help Big Fazza out. Get me to 1,000 subscribers. Quick thing, pause this video, go subscribe, get involved and follow the rest of the journey. Bless up. Now with them half-time team talks done and dusted, let's get the second half underway then. Now Vibez coming close with a decent crossing there by Dollar, just a shame Jits couldn't get on the end of it. Now as you fast forward a couple of minutes, you got ball played into Faniel once again, picking up the ball in the pocket as he normally does. Played out to this right hand side. Jits gets his head up, tries to whip the ball into the box, but it's blocked, and eventually the Orton backline clear their lines once again. Now just out of camera shot, you got Faniel, who is about to whip a ball into the box, looking for the header captain Manny once again. Bit of a goalmouth scramble, Bones putting the Orton backline under pressure. They believe they should have had a free kick. Looking at the referee, goes out for another throw-in. They're not happy about it. Now, credit where it's due. Ali plays a pass through the eye of a needle into the path for Harry. Raggy comes off his line, could have brought him down. Harry gets his shot away, but it comes off the post. Number 99, Bones, picking up the ball just inside of his own half, goes charging at the Orton defence. Bones brings him down, ain't too happy about it, says something to the referee, and I believe he gets booked for dissent. Now Faniel gets a call from JR for the short one. JR gets the ball out of his feet, whips onto the head of Youssef, goes looping over the head of Mossy into the back of the onion bag. 1-0 to the Vibez FC boys. Now 10 minutes into the second half and the Vibez FC boys go 1-0 ahead. As we fast forward a couple of minutes, the Orton boys wasted no time to try and get themselves back into the game. This is some decent hold-up play by the big man Carl once again. Plays into number 12 Ben, who gets his crossing. You got Manny that slips on it. Tyler gets his shot away, but what a save that is by Raggy. Now from that resulting corner, you got lads tussling in the box. Whipped in, there is a little bit of a scramble, but eventually JR comes away with it and clears it. Late tackle there by Mouts, resulting in a free kick to the Orton boys, but nothing comes of the free kick. Now Mouts walking a fine line after conceding that free kick a minute ago, sticks a foot in on Ali, referee blows up once again. Now to go back up the other end, ball played into the box, helped on by Carl, looking for the head of Tyler, but it wouldn't have mattered in the end. Lionel's got that ruler out again, straight as an arrow. Now another free kick just outside the centre circle, whipped in there by Faniel, into Manny, shouts for handball. Referee waves it away, which leads to a Orton counter-attack. Tyler plays in Carl, who managed to keep the ball in play. Just out of camera shot, I do apologise. Youssef comes over, Carl whips it into the box. You got Harry that comes across, shoots, but it hits the side netting. Quick free kick taken for Dean, who has come on for Tams at the half-time break. Whips it into the box, onto the head of Spuggy, but it goes well over the bar. Last count of how many free kicks Faniel stood over today. About to whip another one into the box, but referee does blow up for a foul on Manny. Cheap foul conceded by the Vibez FC boys results in a free kick to the Orton boys, which is whipped into the box. Defended well enough in the end by Youssef. Ball picked up by substitute Breezy that's just come on. Tries to get one in and around Ali, but it bounces off him. Picked up into the centre of the park again. Bones concedes another cheap free kick just outside the centre circle. Free kick to be taken by number 8, Ali once again. Referee eventually blows his whistle. Ali chips one into the box, but nothing comes of it. Now we're about 60 minutes into the game at this point. Ball tossed into Breezy. Bones with a throw-in. Toss it back into Dean, who plays it first time into the path of Breezy. Takes a nudge in the back, but it results in Bones coming away with it. Now you see it, now you don't. Little tap in there for Spuggy. 2-0 to the Vibez FC boys. Spog with his first shot of the game, tucks it into the back of the onion bag. 2-0 to the Vibez FC boys. Now Orton clear their lines, but it ends up being a decent ball in the end. Like I said, Vibez FC not dealing with that one ball over the top. Number 7 Walker on the end of it, tries to turn away from it, but eventually he does concede a foul. Another cheap free kick conceded by Vibez FC. Ali whips a ball to the back post. Manny gets his head on it, goes out for a corner. Ali standing over the corner kick, gives the signal, whips it into the box. Clearance scuffed by Bones into the path of Walker, who slaps it in the back of the onion bag. 2-1.
Fucking easy there. Hey, you gotta stop the first fucking one.
Now as we're knocking on to the 80th minute, the Orton boys go and get themselves back into the game. Wasting no time going up the other end and winning themselves another corner again. Ball played into the box. Again, dealt with at the front post there by Spuggy. Recycled by Walker. Played out to this left-hand side once again and picked up by Ali. Now tried to get out of his feet to get a shot away. Spuggy does just enough to stand him up. Puts him off from shooting. Ali tries to get his foot back on it, but he kicks it out for a throw-in. Now fast forward a couple of minutes and it has been all Orton so far. Since getting themselves back into the game, they have been knocking on the door of the Vibez FC boys, trying to get themselves an equaliser. Another throw-in tossed in, dealt with there by Manny. Another chance goes begging from that Orton United corner. Raggy about to take this goal kick. Doesn't make the greatest clearance and doesn't make it over the halfway line. Orton keep the ball alive. Vibez FC can't clear their lines. Eventually, another ball over the top into the path of Walker. Lobs it over Raggy. Back in the onion bag. 2-2. Now after being in cruise control and taking a 2-0 lead, Vibez FC have gone and conceded 2 goals in a short succession, and Orton have got themselves back into the game. Now we're about 85-86 minutes into the game at this point. Game poised evenly at 2-2. Another ball over the top. If Raggy wasn't off his line there once again, could have been different. Now one long goal kick out of the hands of Raggy, out to this right hand side, into the path of substitute Benz, who used his strength to get away from their left back, gets it out of his feet, decent enough cross, just a shame no one's on the end of it. Now as we're knocking on to the 90th minute of the game at this point, the Vibez FC boys trying to get themselves a winner. Ball on the edge of the box, picked up by Breezy. Orton doing their best to try and defend their lines. Mounts picks up the scraps, goes and wins themselves a free kick. Now Manny, in an identical position where we took the free kick against Pudding FC last week, about to step up and take it, gets his shot away. What a save that is by Mossy in goal. Now into stoppage time at the end of the game. Mouts rides the tackle from Ali. Decent footwork to get away from Ben. Goes and wins himself another free kick. Now can it be second time lucky for Manny with his free kick in an identical position. Gets his shot away, but this time it goes well over the bar. Now as we're knocking into the last minutes of injury time, ball on his right hand side, played back, whipped into the box. Mouse gets in front of it. Bowes gets a foul on him. Referee points to the spot. Penalty kick. Soft one in my opinion, but the Vibez FC boys will take it. Now with literally and more or less the last kick of the game, you've got Breezy standing over this penalty kick. Mossy trying to put him off the best he can. Breezy goes and slots it into the back of the onion bag. 3-2 to Vibez FC. Now Bowles clearly not happy about the penalty kick being given, goes and gets himself a second yellow card and referee sends him off. Now with the referee about to blow his whistle up at any moment, the game is going to end Orton United 2, Vibez FC 3. I'm Big Fazza, this is Sunday League Settings, thanks for having me. As we go around the grounds, now with Highgate winning 6-6 and flying at the top of the Premier Division, VIP have a game in hand, and if they win it, they go 3 points behind. Now looking at the Championship, Vibez FC sit top of the table, but Trooper got a game in hand also. Now, respect people, myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.